Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to Toriko chapter 237 review. Madly, I apologize, but you know, it is what it is, so Sega Evil. Yeah, now listen, man. This week's chapter of Toriko. Oh no, I can't even say this week, so it's Sunday. This chapter of Toriko. Chapter 237 Toriko. Very nice. Very nice. It's basically, and it's very simple. In a nutshell, what it is the continuation of the fight between Toriko and Starjin. And then at the end, big name guy, alright, Knocking Master Jiro is coming in with Terry Quinn Kiss and his own beast, Hammer Tusk. I'm staring at Hammer Tusk. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, yo, like, Gourmet Works, obviously Gourmet Works stats. Like, apparently, Knocking Master Jiro performed knocking on this thing like a long time ago. And now that there's a situation on the cooking island, they need to go there. And apparently, because I was wondering where are Terry, Quiss, and Ken, because normally they'd be there with their partners, but they're human partners, but they weren't there, obviously. So I'm wondering, like, where are they? And apparently they went to go find Knocking Master Jiro. And he's like, yeah, I'll be right back. Tusk, Hammer Tusk, let's go. Unknocked. He's ready to go. So he's on the way. He's en route. And that's horrifying. Why? Because he's Knocking Master Jiro, man, right? Like, this guy is ridiculously powerful, right? So when he gets there, like, I don't know when he's going to get there. But he's going to be a huge upset. Because he's going to change the tide. I mean, listen, Setsuno alone can halt the tide of Neo and the Bushikyukai, particularly Neo. So when Knocking Master Jiro gets there, it's like, oh, fuck. It's like, yeah, he's gonna alter everything. There's gonna be a huge shift. I mean, granted, Shigematsu right now is taking on a wounded Manson. I understand that, alright? And the possibility of him beating Manson is very high, okay? But it doesn't matter, because Jiro is on the same level as like Ichirai, bro. Like, yeah, yo, he's on the same fucking level as Ichirai. Remember, when Jiro, it was Jiro, Ichiryu, and Midora. Those three guys are the ones that train underneath Akasia himself. So it's over. Like it's over. When he Hammer Tusk, it's over, son. I can't wait. So that part at the end, that part, good. Very good. Now the fight itself between Starjin and Toriko, progressing very nicely. Very nicely. I mean, no joke. Like, we have Starjin with his burner knife. He's doing like flame tornadoes, and Toriko is countering with like these 50 Ren forks, going 50 nail knives. It's nice. 60 actually. So let me do play action, right? So basically, like, the way it goes, right? So it starts off, and basically Toriko, because he sees that he has the burner knife, and then first he calls it a flame sword, and he calls it out, saying like, you know, not a big deal. He starts smoking his it's not like a cigar, it's like a piece of like branch, whatever, and he explains how like that was just for show, and then Starjin explains, no, it's not, right? Like, this is my burner knife. It cuts and grills at the same time. And it can produce temperatures at least above 2,500 degrees Celsius, somewhere around there, right? Like the melting point of iron, at least. And what's happening is that, so Toriko is about to impose his image upon Starjin so he can attack once more. But Starjin does it first, and Toriko has an image of himself being split in half and grilled at the same fucking time, bro. Split in half and grilled. So he's like, fuck. And he dodges the attack, and it's like a flame wave, and it literally melts everything in its path, right? And then Toriko, he knows the fact that he was first. Starjin was the first one to impose his image on himself, and then it was like, okay, so, you know, like, that's interesting. And Toriko pulls out some very impressive shit, where he makes like a wave of forks and knives that apparently can hone in based on smell. Now, that's some new shit. That's obviously some new shit, because I have never ever. I mean, we've seen the leg knife boomerang before, right? But these forks and knives can specifically hone in on a target based on the sense of smell, and that is very, very, very impressive. So we're seeing Toriko's combat development as he's fighting against a very powerful opponent, and that's very nice. That's very nice. And I mean, that's also probably due to the fact that he's also learned the routine and the ultimate routine, and thus he's able to perform techniques on a much more greater level. I mean, we've never seen him do combinations of Ren and knife and fork. Or I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, that's very, very, very impressive. And then at that, so what's happening is that, so he makes like this storm of like all these forks and knives, and then Starsian simply, so what he does is that Starsian, he melts most of them like before they even touch him, and then a few of them hook around, and then Starsian pulls a beastly ass move, man. He does a Cayenne Seppo flame tornado, man. Cayenne Seppo, like, yeah, he spins around, and there's a flame tornado. And it's like the initial like heat and the air could even be felt from like Komatsu's distance. So what's happening is that he's spinning around, fire tornado. In the midst of all this fire tornado, Toriko comes in from the back. He's like taking the back door entrance. Like, fuck that. He's already cocked back. He's already cocked back for a PG red. And Starsian pulls some nice shit out. Where basically it's like, I forgot what Toriko said. He says something about like, I forgot what he said exactly, but Starsian takes his burner sword, his burner knife, and he flips it around, goes like, yeah, and then he, Toriko blocks with 50 Ren fork shield. And so it's like a wave of, it's like a line of fork shields, but it doesn't matter, the burner knife goes through the line of fork shields. And then Toriko has to muscle that shit with his bicep and take the actual burner knife. Then he hits fucking Starsian with a 60 Ren knife nail gun. Like, yeah. Like right in the back. And then he coughs off the blood. And that's what Starsian turned around, he's smiling. And then Toriko's huffing. And like that's the way that fight ends for that chapter. So the fight right now is progressing very smoothly, very nice. I'm really liking the contrast between where Toriko, it's not like he finds it interesting, but for him it's more of like it's still like a dire situation. He has the confidence, but he's still like in a dire situation. It's still a fight. Whereas Starsian, he's smiling. He's like, yeah, like, let's do this. Like, yeah, like, so it's. I think it's been a very, 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 very long time since Starsian has had like a good wild fight, as Tommy I would call it, a wild fight. So I think it's been a long time, because he even said that he never had to use his burn knife against someone of this caliber to like such a high degree. It's been a while since he's done that before. And speaking of burner knife, something is burning right now, like there's like legit something burning in the kitchen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the video, because I mean, that's a chapter right there. The chapter is oh my god, something really is burning. What the fuck? So that's the chapter right there, right? It is the continuation of the fight between. Yo, Zach, are you burning something, bro? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I'm done. All right. Basically, the chapter rating overall is the chapter rating overall is gonna be we have an any that's good, and then we have a fight that's actually pretty damn good. So overall, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a good plus. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a good plus, because the fight itself, again, it's going very nice, very smooth. There should be a lot more combat to come, because I don't see them stopping anytime soon. I really don't. However, we may shift over from the fight to another part of the actual incident that's going on in the Cooking Island. Like we may go and see like what Naki, like we may see, like I'm thinking that maybe it could be possible, but maybe Naki Master Jiro, he may get intercepted by someone. I don't know who would intercept Knocking Master Giro, but it is a possibility that Knocking Master Giro may be intercepted. So, I don't know. But we'll see where that goes. So, but I'm done. So chapter rating overall, I'll give it a good plus. And I will see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.